Hello class, I'm going to show you what we need to do for our portfolio project in lesson 3. So here's lesson 3. I'm going to scroll down on this left side until we get to the portfolio project in lesson 3. Click on that. It's called Budget and Expenses Part 1. When I click on that, you'll see a few things. It'll tell you about the assignment, but also here's the rubric. So if you include everything in this rubric, you're going to get all the points. A couple things I want to highlight. It says the student is tracking actual expenses and income. So how much money that you've earned, that's your income, and how much money you've actually spent for the week should be filled in. You can, if you know how much you spent for like last week or a couple weeks in a row, you can include that too if you want, but you have to have at least 1 week. You have to use an electronic spreadsheet, so Excel. You have to do it pre-made, so nothing that you downloaded from the internet or no template. Student is using a budget as well as tracking the actual income and spending. So aside from how much you actually spent that week, you need to have a budget which says how much you plan on spending either for that week or for that month. Okay, spreadsheet is well organized and submitted as attached file. Okay, so finally at the very bottom of this page, after the Submit Assignment button, is some examples. It says see the linked document for examples. So I'm going to click on that. And it shows me some different examples of how you might complete this project. So I just want to show you how these examples fit into the rubric that I just talked about. This first example, the income, if you can see, is up here at the top on line 4. So how much they got each week is at this very top line. It looks like they got $1,500 every other week. So that's there. Their actual spending is here at the top on the left. So for week 1 they have that they spent $40 on groceries, $9 on entertainment, or night 15. And these other expenses are ones that you would write your categories yourself. Like what other things have you spent money on? What other categories? So that's how much they actually spent. And then over here we've got each week, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how much they planned on spending in that category. So how much you plan, actual. That's probably the thing that people miss the most in this assignment, is if they don't write the planned and the actual spending. There's 2 different categories you need to include there. And again, they have 5 weeks right now, but for this first assignment you only need 1 week. For other assignments you'll be doing future weeks as well, so keep track of this even after this week. I'm not going to go through all the examples, but here's another one, example 2. They've got their income on top, so they've got their wages and other income here, how much they actually got, and then they started tracking their expenses. This is down here, tithing and offering. They planned on doing this much in the left column, and the right column is how much they actually spent for that month. So as long as you have income, a planned expense, and actual expense, those are the 3 big things for this assignment. And there's a few more examples. Feel free to format it however you want, and I look forward to seeing all of your examples.